All of life is faking it until you're making it. There's a story behind that. This is your daily message from Chad number 759 to upgrade your mental game today by telling yourself a better story. Because the most important story you hear is the story you tell yourself. And this message is dedicated to a great faker, Amy Cuddy. Amy Cuddy earned her PhD from Princeton and has served as a faculty member at Harvard. She is what is known technically as a smarty pants. Professionally, she is a social psychologist. Publicly, her 2012 TED Talk has over 70 million views, making it one of the most popular TED Talks. Popularly, though, she is known as a faker. When she was 19, she was in a car accident during her sophomore year at the University of Colorado. The car flipped several times and she was thrown from the vehicle, resulting in a traumatic brain injury. The injury significantly impacted her cognitive abilities, dropping her IQ by about 2 standard deviations. Doctors said she should give up finishing school and not count on regaining her mental capacities. She had always been strong academically, and her identity was wrapped in being smart and labeled as a gifted child. Cuddy described waking up in a hospital disoriented, with staples in her head and no memory of the accident. She struggled with basic cognitive tasks like processing information quickly and felt her identity as a, quote, smart person was shattered. She was forced to withdraw from college and underwent extensive rehab. Determined to recover, she re-enrolled at the University of Colorado, taking an additional 4 years to complete. In Cuddy's words, she, quote, got lucky and ended up at Princeton for graduate school. Cuddy felt like an imposter, doubting her abilities due to her injury. In her first year, she was terrified to speak in a seminar, fearing she didn't belong among her genius peers. She went to her advisor, Susan Fisk, and told her she was dropping out and why. Fisk told her to fake it until she could prove her competence to herself. Cuddy applied this advice, pushing herself to act confident despite her doubts. Over time, she realized that consistently showing up and performing, essentially faking confidence, helped her rebuild her self-belief and competence. Years later, at the end of Cuddy's first year teaching at Harvard, life came full circle. A student who had not talked in class the entire semester came to her defeated and said she was quitting because she didn't belong at Harvard, felt like an imposter, and all the reasons why. Cuddy said at that moment 2 things happened. She realized she didn't feel like an imposter anymore herself. Second, she gave that student her best pep talk. She told her, yes, you are supposed to be here. And tomorrow, you're going to fake it. You're going to make yourself powerful and you're going to go into that classroom and give the best comment ever. And she did. She became more than who she thought she was. The student came back to Cuddy months later and realized that she had not just faked it until she made it, she faked it until she became it. The better story to tell yourself is to become more than you think. Fake it until you become it. Of course you don't think you can. You've probably never done it before, duh. You need to just act as if you have. Fake it till you make it. Fake it until you become it. Do it, whatever it is, and you will be it. Do it, and you will be it. Tell me a story of faking it until you make it. You can email me at fromchadsmith@gmail.com. You can always leave a comment on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts. You can download my book, The Most Powerful Story in the World, by going to fromchad.gumroad.com. The transcript of this message and hundreds of others are always available at fromchad.com.